Hey guys, I wanted to record this video because this momentous thing happened a few months ago that's just so important for our class because all semester long we're going to be talking about picking quality sources, about picking sources that are reliable and that tell good information. And the reason why we always want good sources is because we want to make sure whatever information we're putting out there is as accurate as possible. And the line that we're going to kind of use in this class to decide what's reliable and what's not is, can they be sued or not, right? Because if Brian Dudak sits in his basement and he posts online that Cardi B slept with Donald Trump and produced the AOC or produced a love child that is living in Scottsdale, Arizona, if I post that in my basement, Cardi B might read it, Donald Trump may read it, right? And they may get pissed as all get out at Brian Dudak for writing that, right? But they're not suing me. I have no money. There's nothing they can do to Brian Dudak, right? So chances are, Cardi B, Donald Trump, they see the news story, they get mad. They go, ugh, if I run into Brian Dudak, I'm gonna punch him in the belly. But they can't sue me. And so I'm free to post whatever I want, knowing full well most celebrities are not going to sue me. Or most people aren't going to sue me, right? Well, that's not true with big corporations, right? So normally, like we talked about before, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, they cater to specific audiences, and so they choose stories that are going to make that audience happy. So that's a level of bias within the stuff that they're doing because they're only picking stories that make those people happy. But normally they don't make stuff up because if they make stuff up, then they find themselves in danger of being sued. And so you don't see it a lot because, usually these guys have lawyers that really go over the things that they're doing to make sure they're not getting themselves sued. But in this case of Fox and Dominion voting machines, they found themselves on the wrong side and they found themselves getting sued, and they ended up owing $787 million. So, and they got one of their most prominent people, Tucker Carlson, fired. So what happened was, so after the 2020 election, Donald Trump lost. Sorry, for all information to everyone out there, Donald Trump lost the election to Joe Biden. And so instead of taking his loss and just going, okay, well, I'm going to go back to Mar-a-Lago, I'm going to lick my wounds, and I'm going to come back in 4 years, I'm going to beat Joe Biden, and I'm going to reclaim the presidency, he decided to enter into this narrative to which he said that the election was a fraud. He really won the election, and due to nefarious people doing bad shenanigans, he lost the presidency of the United States. And so he basically lied, right? And one of the lies that him and his team told was that there was a voting machine company who was rigging the election for the Democrats and falsely reporting and falsely counting the votes so that Joe Biden would look like the winner and not the actual winner, Donald Trump. Well, as he's going around, him and Giuliani and all these guys are going around the country saying this, that due to these rigged voting election machines, they should have won. Guess what? Those voting machines are owned by companies. And when the president of the United States is going around saying that they actually won an election, and due to their faulty equipment, Old Dominion's faulty equipment, they lost the presidency, that is an inflammatory, and that is slander, and that is patently untrue, which causes that company damages, right? So now everybody's going around thinking the Old Dominion voting machines are crap, and that hurts a company, right? So that company that made those voting machines, Old Dominion, had every right to sue Donald Trump, and guess what? Because he was lying and he had no proof to back up the things that he was saying, Old Dominion won, and they won a huge settlement against Fox News. And the reason why they're able to sue Fox News was because the Fox News hosts and the Fox News platform was enabling Trump by letting them spew their stuff on their airwaves. And that kind of lying is how Fox News got hit, because they were the ones providing the platform for these people to tell their lies. Secondly, a guy named Tucker Carlson, who's a big Fox News talking head personality, was also backing up these people's claims that these voting machines were rigged. And by Tucker Carlson doing that, by promoting something that wasn't true, that's how Fox News got hit with this lawsuit and ended up paying $787 million. It cost Tucker Carlson his job and a whole bunch of other people their jobs as well. This is a prime example right here on why this system is important, because I'll tell you this, hopefully from here on out, Fox News, hopefully they're better on their game, and they're making sure that their hosts and their platforms are not presenting false information as true. Because I'll tell you this, I know Fox News does not like losing $800 million. And right here it shows why it's important to use accurate sourcing, why it's important, because by suing Fox News and making them pay this money, it holds these media companies somewhat responsible for the things they're doing to try and keep accurate information out in the public viewing system. Once again, it doesn't eliminate bias. You know, if Fox News wants to run every story of Joe Biden slurring his words, falling downstairs, looking like an old man, as long as they're not making it up, it's fine. It's just bias. But when it comes to making stuff up, these guys can't make it up, because if they do, and when they do and they get caught, this is what happens right here. So it's just a big moment in our nation's history. It really is. It's huge. We may not see a story like this for another 10 or 15 years, but I really wanted you to see what happens when you hold someone accountable and why it's important to use accurate information.